Hello everyone. In today's product name, Nike Cosmic Unity 2. Product information. Nike Cosmos Unity 2 was a letdown. Just too big for small feet. Some experts say this shoe is not safe for basketball players. Colorway: coconut milk, atmosphere, mint foam, black. The Nike Inestimable Solidarity was a renowned ball shoe when it was delivered. It gave a low-to-the-ground ride while as yet having the springy sensation of Zoom Air kindness of the Strobel unit. The Nike Enormous Solidarity 2 hopes to expand on that collection by keeping a similar pad arrangement yet with an alternate upper and stylish plan. Does the current year's subsequent match the standard set by the first? In a word, no. Traction. Foothold is the Nike Infinite Solidarity 2's best component. The example is multidirectional, keeping you covered on each development. On the off chance that you're into a noisy footing design, you'll think that it is here. Even better, the elastic compound utilized is compelling and solid inside and outside. It's as great of a footing arrangement as you'll track down available today. Cushion. The Nike Inestimable Solidarity 2's pad is its other champion element. Very much like the first model, these element a full-length Zoom Strobel unit, which gives a lot of responsive pad while holding a lot of court feel. The froth compound utilized here is gentler and less massive than what was utilized on the principal Vast Solidarity, yet it's not rich like a Respond or Cushlon arrangement. The superstar is the Zoom, and the froth is an incredible supporting demonstration. The shoe is additionally insane adaptable in the forefoot, so the spring-like impact of the Zoom is felt much more than it would be in any case. It's a genuine disgrace I could have done without the remainder of the shoe since this is similarly great of a mix of footing and pad as it gets. Materials. This is where things begin to go downhill. The Nike Grandiose Solidarity 2 elements a meager material upper with some breaker overlays in the parallel and average forefoot regions. Toward the rear of the shoe, the collar utilizes a felt-like material, with a great deal of froth ascending from the padded sole to assist with regulation. My main pressing concern was with the material base. It gives no sort of design or backing. This could never have been as large of an issue on the off chance that I had the option to get a superior fit, or on the other hand, if the padded sole would have supported my foot in the forefoot somewhat more like the first Grandiose Solidarity did. The primary concern is the materials are modest and not exceptionally amazing. The way that this shoe cost $160 goes with the material decisions considerably more offensive. I went consistent with size and lengthwise it was perfect concerning the width while the shoe is absurdly limited in the midfoot region. The areas of padded sole froth that wrap up onto the upper make things pretty confined, yet the deal breaker for me at any rate is the knife plate which I could feel squeezing the sides of my feet with each step. Assuming I relaxed the bands to ease that aggravation, the fit in the heel was compromised. I'd say the forefoot fit would likewise be compromised. However, I never got a solid fit in the forefoot in the first place. On sidelong developments, my foot routinely moved inside the forefoot region of the shoe. My foot is limited, so the way that this shoe was still excessively slender for me in the midfoot is reason to worry. It's memorables essential. This is only my experience. In the event that you're ready to give the shoe a shot and can get a solid match, then at that point I'm exceptionally glad for you, as well as more than marginally envious. The conflicting fit I encountered implied I was never certain about my developments on the court, and it additionally made for a not exactly heavenly help. I went consistent with size, and lengthwise, it was perfect. Concerning the width, well, the shoe is absurdly limited in the midfoot region. The areas of padded sole froth that wrap up onto the upper make things pretty confined, yet the deal breaker, for me at any rate, is the knife plate, which I could feel squeezing the sides of my feet with each step. Assuming I relaxed the bands to ease that aggravation, the fit in the heel was compromised. I'd say the forefoot fit would likewise be compromised. However, I never got a solid fit in the forefoot in the first place. On sidelong developments, my foot routinely moved inside the forefoot region of the shoe. The conflicting fit I encountered implied I was never certain about my developments on the court, and it additionally made for not exactly heavenly help. Support. Fit is the main part of a shoe's help, so the Nike Inestimable Solidarity 2 is as of now not looking so good. At the point when your foot isn't gotten into a shoe, the injury bug is substantially more liable to chomp. While the Inestimable Solidarity 2 has every one of the standard elements that would help a steady shoe: a midfoot knife, impact point counter, a padded sole that wraps up onto the upper, and a wide-ish base, it's as yet insufficient to compensate for the dull fit and materials. I seriously moved my lower leg on a standard play while wearing the Grandiose Solidarity 2, and keeping in mind that I won't fault the shoe for the injury, I'm genuinely sure I could never have experienced the injury in most different shoes, particularly the first Enormous Solidarity. The Inestimable Solidarity 2 is basically excessively adaptable, excessively temperamental, and has excessively messy of a fit for me to think of them as anything near steady, wear notwithstanding the obvious danger. Overall, I had high expectations for the Nike Vast Solidarity 2, and keeping in mind that the Champion elements, foothold, and pad satisfied my hopes, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. There were such a large number of issues originating from the fit and materials for me ever to need to take this shoe on court once more. In the event that you can find a fit that works for you, that could be sufficient to compensate for the shoe's general absence of help, and you might wind up partaking in these. The super limited and difficult midfoot region make me believe you're in an ideal situation taking your $160 somewhere else. On the off chance that you're keen on getting a couple, the Nike Infinite Solidarity 2 is as of now accessible at Nike. Price $160.